Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Bitcoin has been flirting with that $70,000 mark, guys, for a couple of days now, as you can see here. Take a look at that on the Bitcoin chart, guys. We are getting very, very close to that $70,000 mark, that high that Bitcoin did make back in July of this year. And you can see, this is Bitcoin on the daily. You can see it has been trying to push through today. We are seeing some negative movement on the chart. However, overall, we've pretty much seen positive movement for Bitcoin since about mid-October. So, guys, we're getting up there. It is still a bit of a grind at this moment. Bitcoin price, as of the time of this recording, is trading in around $68,200 per coin. We did, though, get up as high as $69,500. So this was the top up here, and that was pretty close to this level up here. Now, I mean, we do have to get up past this level with conviction, and ideally, if we were to base on this $70,000 level and form new support here, that would be ideal. Right now, though, Bitcoin is still, struggling a little bit, although it is, positive to see that we are seeing this sea change. The shift in the crypto space, you guys can see fear and greed. Greed is now firmly in the 60s, 63 in greed. And, this is just the beginning. Wait till it gets into the 70s, 80s, 90s even possibly. We got Bitcoin dominance at 57.16. The market cap is at $2.36 trillion. And guys, look at that. 24-hour volume is up almost 80%. Okay, 79.22%. That means a lot of trading has been going on over the last, 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, we have seen altcoins really move up, really take up steam. So green, a lot of altcoins in the green. Bitcoin down over the last 24 hours just by a little bit. But, as you can see, most altcoins are in the green, and the sentiment for cryptocurrency is generally quite positive at this moment in time. XRP, trying to get up out of there, guys. Right now it's at 55.5 right now, so 55.5 cents for an XRP. And you can see there has been a slow grind to the upside since the beginning of the month. But you know what, guys? We are going to get through this. It is going to happen when it happens. And, if you remember back to, when we did get that verdict, the SEC verdict back in July of 2023, it was one day, a 24-hour period where XRP did shoot up 100%. So it is possible to see that happen. And, we've seen it time and time again. Sometimes XRP takes us by surprise. And, the rest of the time, the 99% of the time where it doesn't, it does this kind of thing where it's just kind of meandering to the upside. Nevertheless, it is positive to at least know that the crypto space is gaining traction. BlackRock actually does say that 75% of ETF investments are coming from crypto enthusiasts. So not so much the institutions, but they're coming from people who are already in cryptocurrency, maybe diversifying into their 401ks or something similar. However, this is what BlackRock did say. Okay, their ETF head, Samara Cohen, told CNBC that most demand for Bitcoin comes through investment tools like ETFs, not direct purchases from crypto exchanges. She highlighted that 80% of Bitcoin ETF buyers are direct investors and 75% are first-time buyers of BlackRock's iShare products. So there is some, a little bit of FOMO going on here if 75% are first-time buyers. Or actually, maybe not so much, because this is saying first-time buyers of BlackRock's iShare product, so they could already be invested in Bitcoin. So excuse me. The total market cap of all 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs has reached over $63 billion with nearly $20 billion in inflows. So guys, if we continue seeing these inflows going up, that is, that will hopefully translate into Bitcoin price continuing to go up. And we did see, that anomaly early on when we did see the Bitcoin price top before we saw the halving. So, this is why I feel like we're seeing this taking a little while. Again, I've said this on this channel in the past where, generally speaking, we should have come out of this by now. But since everything happened a little sooner than generally anticipated in a 4-year crypto cycle because of the ETF news, now I'm attributing it to the ETF announcements and news. That because we are kind of front running it a little bit, this is why it's taken a little longer on the back end. But at least we are seeing inflows. People are interested in this BlackRock product. Bitcoin hit its highest price in July, trading above 68,300, ending quarter three, up 140% year on year. Cohen also emphasized that they initially aimed to educate ETF investors about crypto, but instead found themselves teaching crypto investors about the benefits of ETFs. That's an interesting twist. So, a lot of this inflow right now, it seems as though it's still not the institutional demand. But guys, I think there will be a tipping point where this will shift eventually. I mean, the crypto landscape is changing quite a bit. And I think we're starting to see, the institutions really getting interested. I still think there needs to be a few steps that come about before those institutional investors really feel fully comfortable investing in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or XRP or others. I mean, one of the things that we do or should note here, guys, is this. Marty Party posting this. This is a signal. We are going up. We are doing that V bottom. Coinbase doesn't want you buying the bottom of the V or selling the top of the blow off melt up. So looky what they've done. Scheduled upgrade for Coinbase.com. Again, guys, be prepared. Have many different options available to you. And, I'm probably going to be doing a Q&A. Just look at my calendar right now. I'm going to be doing a Q&A event maybe this week, maybe next week. And I'll be doing that for all the Patreon subscribers. So only the Patreon subscribers. I've been doing a Q&A once a month. And I think people have been liking the Q&A so far. So for all of you guys interested in what I'm doing personally this bull run, I'm going into detail into what my strategy is, which coins I'm going to be selling. All that stuff, you can find me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Again, it is only $5 a month. Part of the strategy, though, is to be prepared and to have many different cryptocurrency exchanges available to you. And so, we've been discussing in detail how we're going to be doing this. So be prepared, guys. You don't want to be caught with your pants down. Wanted to thank Marty Party for posting that. Stuart Alderati bringing this to our attention. The Second Circuit will either affirm Judge Torres or expand her ruling. Okay, so this with regards to the Ripple SEC lawsuit. The best the SEC can hope for, and it's a remote hope, is a remand. But during the SEC's failed interlocutory appeal, Judge Torres made it clear that Howey and all of Ripple's defenses, including fair notice, would then be back on the table. The fair notice standard asks if a person of ordinary intelligence was aware of what the law prohibited. The SEC could end up arguing to Judge Torres that she wasn't a person of ordinary intelligence when she ruled against them. Awkward. This case has always felt like Moby Dick, with Gensler starring as Captain Ahab, but now it's starting to feel like Moby Dick meets my cousin Vinny. That's pretty funny, actually. All right, so this is Stuart Alderati's assessment on what the next steps are. I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably pretty tired of hearing about the Ripple and SEC lawsuit. I know myself. I'm kind of sick of reporting on it, but I still do, of course, because it is part of the whole environment, not just for XRP holders, but also for the general cryptocurrency industry. Anyway, thought I'd bring that to you guys today. Wanted to thank Stuart Alderati for his 2 cents here. Now, Jake Claver bringing this to our attention. This is something I didn't actually think about until I read this tweet thread. Jake Claver posted this about Ripple. Let me read you guys some of this. Ripple is making waves in blockchain and fintech, but imagine if they actually went public with an IPO or direct listing. Just like Amazon's IPO in 97, Ripple might do the same with a huge impact. Lots of people have asked why Ripple could go public and don't fully understand how things work in capital markets. Let's look at the potential effects, okay? And what it could mean for the future of Ripple, the XRPL, and blockchain technology. Ripple is already a big player in blockchain, known for its cross-border payment solutions, serving over 300 financial institutions globally. Using XRP, it settles transactions faster and cheaper than SWIFT, of course. This positions Ripple as a faster, more transparent SWIFT 2.0. Despite these achievements, though, Ripple has faced legal challenges, notably its battle with the SEC. Recent court rulings, though, have favored Ripple, could open doors to bigger opportunities like going public. And, this has been something that the XRP community has been wondering about. Just as Amazon was known as an online bookstore before its IPO, Ripple is recognized for its blockchain solutions, but there's potential for much more. When Amazon went public, it raised $54 million, enabling expansion into new markets. Amazon expanded from books into electronics, clothing, and eventually cloud computing with AWS. However, Ripple is in a similar situation. If they go public, the capital raised could allow them to scale operations and explore new markets within the blockchain space. With acquisitions like Medico, now Ripple Custody, they're already showing an interest in expanding their reach. This could just be the beginning. So Ripple going public could result in several significant outcomes. An IPO would provide Ripple with fresh capital, enabling them to scale quickly and enter new markets like tokenized securities, RWAs, or DeFi. Ripple could use IPO funds to acquire other companies and expand its offerings, similar to Amazon's acquisition of Whole Foods and Twitch. Ripple could break into new markets and strengthen their portfolio. So, he's just kind of taking a look at traditionally what companies have done when launching an IPO. He says down here, more resources would allow Ripple to accelerate R&D, improve the XRP ledger, and explore new applications like smart contracts, tokenized real-world assets, and central bank digital currencies. Companies go public via an IPO or a direct listing. Now, this is where it gets interesting, okay? IPO, okay, that's issuing new shares to raise capital, often underwritten by investment banks. Now, we know Ripple did have a buyback where they actually bought back shares from their current shareholders. So Ripple's in a unique situation where we're assuming they don't really need the money, whereas, many companies that decide to launch an IPO, they want more capital to do more things. But Ripple is doing the reverse, or has done the reverse in the past. So could there be something different going on here? Let me continue. So this provides capital, but comes with costs like underwriting fees and regulatory requirements. But then, guys, Jake Claver says, we could find ourselves in a direct listing situation, or rather Ripple could decide to do this instead. No new shares are issued. Existing shareholders sell their shares to the market. This doesn't raise new capital, but is typically less costly and quicker than an IPO. Ripple could opt for a direct listing because it already has a strong balance sheet with over $1.3 billion in cash. So you got to think, they're worth over, $12 billion now? But they have $1.3 billion in cash alone. A direct listing provides transparency and avoids lockup periods that restricts insider sales. In a traditional IPO, going public isn't just about raising capital, it's about legitimacy. And listen carefully, Amazon's IPO legitimized e-commerce. For Ripple, a public listing would legitimize its role in the global financial sector, signaling to banks and regulators that it's here to stay. So that could be a signal, guys. Once we do get the sign, or once we do get murmurings or rumors or an announcement that Ripple has decided to either IPO, go public, or go for this direct listing, this could signal to banks that they are legitimate, and now it is time to utilize Ripple and XRP in a real-world setting, or it could just be, the signal for us retail investors that this is what's going to happen. Jake Claver continues by saying Ripple's growth in blockchain and fintech combined with recent legal victories makes an IPO or direct listing logical. Going public could help raise capital and legitimize its role in global finance. In an IPO, new shares are issued to raise capital. In a direct listing, existing shareholders sell their shares without raising new funds. Ripple might choose a direct listing due to its strong finances. So we already know Ripple has that strong balance sheet. So this, could be why they might go that route. Going public provides a liquidity event, allowing employees and early investors to sell their shares. It could offer stock options or equity-based compensation, similar to how Amazon rewarded early employees. Beyond cross-border payments, Ripple could expand into DeFi, tokenized securities, real-world assets, and derivatives, which we already kind of know that they're dabbling in right now. Additional capital could accelerate work with central banks on CBDCs. The legal battle with the SEC has been the major hurdle, though. And, this is, again, why I go back to these tweets and these updates, because, guys, we do have to keep an eye on this. We do have to pay attention to what is happening with the Ripple SEC lawsuit. And now, if this appeal goes until 2025 or 6, what were they saying? I think 2026. I don't know. We have to keep our eye on things because things could change, boom, like that. This is why we do this. This is why we should have a plan. So that has been the major hurdle. Recent rulings favoring Ripple could clear the path for a public listing when the suit concludes in Ripple's favor. Ripple is at a critical juncture right now, like Amazon, before its 1997 IPO. If Ripple follows a similar path, we could witness the rise of a new tech giant. Whether through an IPO or direct listing, though, this move could unlock significant growth for Ripple in the blockchain industry. And that is that. That is the end of the tweet thread there. So wanted to thank Jake Claver. I think this gives us a lot to think about, guys, especially now that the crypto industry is coming into its own. Markets are becoming more mature. We are going to see Bitcoin surpass its all-time high very soon. So, again, in a spec run, very different than a real-world utility run. And there still is the possibility that we could see meaningful real-world utility by the end of this spec market run. Again, for more information on what I'm doing, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. As the time goes on and as changes occur, I'm going to be updating my Patreon subscribers as to, what I think is going to happen next, where I think things are going to be going, and most importantly, where I'm going to be cashing out of my crypto. And then we got this bombshell yesterday, a great little nugget here from Good Morning Crypto. I originally saw this from Good Morning Crypto, but a lot of people have been talking about this. Breaking: Elon Musk was asked about XRP. Elon Musk was asked about XRP. Listen to this.
Given how punitive the SEC has been towards crypto under this administration, Do you envision the XRP ledger being incorporated into the financial institutions in the future?
Well, I certainly cannot speak to any specific crypto, but I do think that the sort of cryptocurrency is an interesting and probably valuable bulwark against a centralized control. This is definitely not an endorsement or lack of endorsement for XRP. But I do think crypto, by its very nature, it helps with individual freedom.
So definitely not an endorsement nor a lack of endorsement for XRP. But did you guys see how Elon Musk was handling this? He almost seemed a little caught off guard. I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think. Put it down in the comments section. I know some people here were interested in discussing. Crypto H saying, he got very nervous with that question. I kind of noticed that too, right? He wasn't, I don't think he was expecting this guy here to say XRP. Right, being very careful with his answer. Nick LeBou here saying, I don't dislike his response, but it was a bit of a dance around the question. I think there were reasons for that, maybe NDAs. I don't know. I've done several videos on Elon Musk and the potential use of XRP, his connections. He certainly is very familiar with its existence. I'll see if I can find a video I did recently on that, and I'll put one up here in the top right-hand corner for you. Some people wondering if this was actually AI, but Elon Musk actually did. He did link this. It was over 2 hours. This talk that he did in Pittsburgh, and this is linked in the Good Morning Crypto thread here. So it's linked here. Elon Musk, if you guys want to watch the full thing. So it was actually legit. Black Swan Capitalist also commenting on that. Over 1,700 NDAs across banks and financial institutions tied to Ripple, hundreds of public partnerships. Yet they'll openly discuss Bitcoin, of course. But when it comes to XRP, there's clear hesitation. So that's an interesting point. Everybody's very, very comfortable talking with Bitcoin. And when I say everybody, I mean people in the industry. They can talk about Bitcoin, they can predict price, they can, go from here to there. But when it comes to XRP, those that know keep it very close to the vest. And that is something that, I've noticed from the beginning. This is why I hold XRP. I do think it is going to be my best performing asset over time. Elon knows something bigger is happening with XRP. And so, some people just chiming in down here with the same kinds of answers, not financial advice, also noticing something interesting. This is the first time I've ever heard Elon Musk say XRP. Coin Incident saying, I like this part here. And I think, I don't know, was that referring to his body language when asked about XRP? I don't know. It is kind of funny, though. Sean McBride, who, by the way, is a former Ripple employee, here's what he says. Interesting. Here's my take on Elon's remarks. He could be remaining neutral and trying to avoid misinterpretation, or has to be careful of what he says due to regulatory concerns. He also should be considering public perception and ensuring his words aren't taken out of context. Additionally, he has to worry about the markets, as anything he says could have a major impact with the price of XRP. Well, I'm sure you guys remember what happened with Dogecoin back when Elon Musk made his appearance on Saturday Night Live. That was pretty much the top of the market here. Let me bring up a Doge chart with a little bit more history on it. Right, wasn't it over here somewhere in May of 2021 when he went on Saturday Night Live? There you go, May 8th. Elon Musk to host Saturday Night Live on May 8th, and that would have been 2021. Sure enough, bring up the chart here, May 8th. Brings us right there, guys. You guys can see that in there, May 8th. 2021, and boom, top of the market. So he does have the ability to influence the market, of course. Elon Musk states he neither endorses or refuses to endorse XRP when specifically asked about it. So again, guys, this is a very interesting and I think a very calculated decision by Elon Musk. Some other points that I wanted to make revolving this subject and revolving around Elon Musk and cryptocurrency was this, okay? He retweeted out Brian Armstrong's tweet from only 7 hours ago. Agreed, Massachusetts residents should vote for John Deaton. Crypto holders in Massachusetts should realize that Senator Warren is the one who got Gary Gensler's job and encouraged him to unlawfully try to kill the crypto industry in America. Elon Musk has endorsed this comment, and that was just today, early this morning, October the 21st, 2024. The other thing I wanted to bring up, guys, was this one. Phil Sophie here did tag me in this, so I wanted to thank him for tagging me here. Check this out. Joel Katz mentions Elon Musk, who mentions XRP. Now, we did just recently get Elon Musk talking about this, October 21st, 2024. Sure enough, Joel Katz, coincidentally, not so coincidentally, I don't know, put up this poll just 2 days earlier. Elon Musk, is he a hero, a James Bond villain, an Austin Powers villain? Just show the results. Overwhelmingly, though, the crypto community does think Elon Musk is a hero for the space. So, I mean, maybe it's nothing. But then, guys, I wanted to just bring your attention to this. Sir Trades a Lot bringing this up. Okay, hey, Bank XRP, check this out. And he posted this 2 years ago. To the day, guys, Elon Musk comments on Brad Garlinghouse's tweet saying the SEC's behavior will shock you when the truth comes out. So, no joke, 2 years to the day, October the 20th, 2022, when Brad Garlinghouse did post this when we were still in the midst of the SEC lawsuit. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. How much does Elon Musk know? Again, guys, I urge you to watch that Elon Musk XRP video that I posted earlier. I have a feeling things are brewing in the background. We just have to be ready. That's just my opinion, though. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.